I have been wanting to make this video about Dan Pompa's True Cellular Detox program.
Some of you may have seen that piece or that video, and I was asked to do a response to that video for good reason. Because she is referencing, and she seems like a very nice woman, by the way, with good intentions, but she is referencing an old detox plan called TCD, True Cellular Detox, which, by the way, is a wonderful plan for someone who is not severely heavy metal toxic or even severely sick. And most of what she says in this video, I actually agree with. I never developed that program for the sick and challenged or for someone very heavy metal toxic. Fast forward, May of 2020, I actually developed Pompa Program. Many of you watching this from Pompa Program, and that's why they asked me to do the video, are getting confused because you see this video and you think it's about Pompa Program. Pompa Program is my legacy. It's my life work. It's a matter of fact, everything in there is what I teach doctors around the world. It is, in fact, for the more severe. It is, in fact, for the heavy metal case like I was. She makes a good point in the video. She says, TCD program, which is, by the way, a box program. That's why it's not for someone severely heavy metal challenged like me. Well, she says that Dr. Pompa didn't do this when he got himself well and chelated. She's actually right about that. I didn't. There are some major important components in that program that are part of what I teach, but just part, because remember, it's a box program. There's no way you could put what someone very sick and challenged needs to get their life back in a box program. Pompa Program, my son inspired me to do. Said, Dad, when you take on a client that's struggling, you can only take on one at a time. You can only train so many doctors. You need to bring it to the world. And that was what was created in Pompa Program. It is for that person, and it is specific. It's customized. In this portal is my life's work. It is what I teach doctors around the world. It teaches the person to actually how to customize a program, length of detox cycles, doses, different products that we would use as chelators and binders. They're different for everybody. So very different. Even the downstream support is different. Never could you put that in a box. It has to be taught. This was built out for that very reason. I think it's sad for me, and the reason I said, yeah, I'd surely do the video, is because she was confused. She didn't mean, and many of you are, because you think it's Pompa Program. It's not. By the way, I'll tell you the story about how I developed TCD and actually why. I said, I am never going to make it just that simple because you can't. And my heart has always been the passion of my calling, and that is to helping people just like myself that are suffering without answers. And I said, you could never put that in the box. Well, with some persuasion, I did it for a chiropractor to put this in his office. Instead of just giving people the 10-day cleanse, I made it more effective with around a concept that really resonates with me, and that's cellular detox. But again, it was for, here's the person coming in, they want something, some detox, here it is. It's better than anything that was on the market. So listen, the testimonies are out there. TCD has helped a lot of people. But again, I agree with most of what she was saying in the video. And she called it a bait and switch. And look, the company that markets that, look, I don't know exactly what they said in the marketing. All I know is that this program is for this and Pompa Program is for this. That's what I know. The bait and switch, maybe they made it sound like I was more of a part of it. I think in the one that she was involved in, they had me just answering some questions. So rightfully so, she was disappointed in that. But the bottom line is this. Pompa Program is my legacy. Pompa Program is specific. It is absolutely not a box program. It is absolutely how to customize this cellular detox that changed and saved my life. So I hope that helps. And my heart is that people will not see that anymore and not move forward into the very program that is different than anything that you've done before. That I can guarantee.